So, okay, guys, my colleague is giving the admissions, but we decided we will start. So once again, hello, everyone. It is a great honor for ACISO to welcome you here today. My name is Maria Schubert Pereira, and as I mentioned, I'm here together with my colleague, Beatriz Rasteiro Pereira, and the person representing international relations of the World Youth Day 2023, Sebastião Ribeiro. As you all know, this session is dedicated to tour operators to help them and clarify how the process of registration for World Youth Day is working and clear out all the possible doubts that are connected to the event. And before I will pass the lead to Sebastião, please let me kindly remind you that you can start leaving your questions on our chat. And in any case, if there will be any of them left unanswered, the organization will later on answer via email on those doubts. So please don't forget that the session is recorded and we will share it on our YouTube ACISO channel, okay? So let me now give the lead to Sebastião. Hi, Sebastião. How are you?
Hello, fine. Very good to be with you and all of the tourist operation.
Yeah, I'm sure you will answer all the doubts. So I will now ask my colleague to pass you the screen, okay? And it's all yours.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Maria and Beatriz, to organize this huge meeting with all, and it is a great pleasure to me to be here and to share with you how the platform will work and all that kind of stuff that I will share now my screen. I think that you are always see now yeah, perfect. So this is the Lisboa 2023.org website, the website of the World Youth Day, where you can find the platform for the subscription. So here you have a button, register. You click on it, and you have all of the types of registrations that you can do for the World Youth Day. The first one is for pilgrims, the second for the Youth Festival, the City of Joy, the third, or Vocation Fair also, bishops, and volunteers, and also for media. But I'm not sure that for the travel operations there is media, but of course there is another option. What is very important for us, and special for the pilgrims and for the bishops, for all the travel agencies that bring for the World Youth Day bishops, they have a special registration. But today we'll see about the pilgrims. You come here to the group registration button, you click, and the first question, if it is a single group or a macro group with subgroups. A single group, it's a unit group for the World Youth Day, a maximum of 150 pilgrims with the same package and the same language for the catechesis. So they don't need to speak all the same language. What is important is the relationship with the group will be only at one language. For this example, we'll go to a single group. The macro group, it's quite the same of the single group. Once the macro group after that needs to be divided in single groups. A maximum of 5,000 pilgrims divided in subgroups of a maximum of 150. For a single group, continue. And now you are now in the phase one by some description, generic data about the group. The group name, estimated number of participants, so needs to be the maximum, so you cannot put 200 once it is a single group and there's an error. There's a maximum number of 150 people possible in each group, so a maximum of 150. Estimated number, please don't consider these as a final number. A given name, a family name for the person who are doing the registration, The country could be an international group. This is very common for the South America that has a lot of people from Colombia, Peru, so Brazil, so a lot of countries. If it is an international group, could be the preferred language for communication. And this is all the 5 official languages of the World Youth Day. An email could be anyone, repeat an email, and the authorization for the processing of personal data. I'm not a robot. And after you click continue, I click now and have a lot of errors. But when you click continue, you have successfully entered to required data. You have completed the first phase of registration. You'll receive an email containing a link that you are unable to proceed to phase 2. If you do not receive an email, please check your spam folder. After this email, you are able to choose a password for your platform. After you choose the platform, you can go to also another to our group, already registered, log in here, and this is the Pilgrim reserved area where you insert your email, your password. After that, and I will start closing some windows to find this one. After that, you enter in your back office platform registration. Here you have your group data, the name, the group code, the number of people. For this example, I did myself, country Portugal, and there is some sound system from echo from Red King. I will ask him for please to mute their micro, if it is possible. Yes. So I will continue. Here, take attention to the deadlines, because this is very important for the priests. If you have priests into your group, they need to have the data relating to priests until 25 of June. And after have the creation of the new micro groups, the deadline, different deadlines for the bank transfer, the package with the accommodation, and a special attention also for the discounts. All the payments made by 31 of December 2022 have a 10% discount, and during the 1st of January and 15th of March, a 5% discount of the cost of the packages. These discounts are for the groups and for the total value. So we cannot divide by each person. We don't know what kind of people and how many people you know, but in quality, if it is Maria, if it is Joseph, if it is Sebastian, I don't know the names of them. So the total discount is for the total group. And you have here a button, complete edit registration form, where you can register all the information, and this is mandatory to go further, and that's it. So this is the main steps for the registration for the World Youth Day. The first step, who we are. So the name of the group, this information came from the first step, the country, the town, first language of the group. This is all the languages for catechesis purpose. And what kind of type of group? A national group, a diocesan group, and here the name of the diocese, a parish group, the name of the parish and which diocese, a movement, community or association, the name of the movement, community or association, or rather if it is an international group for the travel agencies, ABC. Some generic information, the confession of the group, if it is Catholic, if it is other confession, please specify just we know that. Will the group arrive at the World Youth Day on time to attend the catechesis? Yes or no? So for the morning of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Preferred languages for catechesis, that's it. 1 or 2 alternatives to have the best option. Now, information about the pilgrims. The total number of the pilgrims, this is the maximum of 150. How many females and males on the group. And here, information about the minors under 18. This information is very relevant for the international groups that need to cross the country by airplane. So by the borderline, we don't expect a lot of control, but of course it's mandatory for all. So this is a document, an example of a document for the authorization of the parents to authorize the child to have the registration on the World Youth Day with someone who is responsible for him, for her. So this is an example that you can use or not, and we don't need this information on our site. So you only need to put here the number of people that are minors. Individuals over 30 years of age, so this is for just to know. Individuals with a disability, this is very important for us, and here you can see we specify the type of disability, the details, facilitate hospitality, communication, helpers, court. So a lot of information for us to know, able to walk, unable to walk without an head or assistance, wheelchair user. So this is very important for us to give to these people the huge experience of the World Youth Day. So it is very important for us to guarantee at our limit the experience, the total experience, and also the accommodation, which could be a challenge, and all the spaces that need for the main events and so on. Regarding the priests and deacons also, and very important to have the information until the 25th of June with the name of the priest or the deacon, the type, country, and also 2 very important documents, a photo and a declaration of clerical status. Without this information, it's not the priest is not able to celebrate on the main events with the Pope. Also, languages, it's optional, but languages for confession and the time available for confessions for the vocation fair, also to have the opportunity to confess the pilgrims. Religious sisters, religious brothers, just the information. And the number of accompanying bishops for the group. So if you have 1 bishop that are coming with the Episcopal Conference of Peru and come with the group, we say we have 3 bishops. But we highlight that this number, imagine that we have 3 bishops, this number does not correspond to the register of the bishop. They need to go individually or by you to other platform for the bishops to have their registration. Third, the information regarding the leader. The group leader is the only person that we, organization, talk about the group and have the communication with them. So if someone of the group calls us to ask whatever they want about the group situation, we are only able to speak with the leader of the group. So this is personal information, form address, given name, family name, sex, date of birth, type of identity document number. So this is very, very common. Fax, email, repeat email, other email address, preferred language for communication. Again, the 5 languages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages officially of the World Youth Day. And also the same for the second leader. The second leader is not able to go through the platform and change information. The second leader only receives on the email alerts about the deadlines, about the changes on the group, just to have an idea and just to know what is doing about the group. So if we have an accident with the leader, the second leader already knows what happened with the group. So it's a passive person during this process. Regarding the accommodation, we have accommodation for the pilgrims who want it. So the organization has accommodations in schools, gymnasiums, family homes, tents, etc., for those pilgrims who want them. Or if you should, you can have a tent camp, and the organizer will provide tents or portable cabins. Or if the travel agency also provides accommodation, we do not ask the organizing committee for accommodation. And after we have already booked rooms in a hotel or wherever, we have made our own arrangements privately. What we kindly ask you is to answer here the name of the hotel, the address, the email, and this type of information is very important for our logistic team to know where the pilgrims are. So if you need to reinforce the bases or the transportations in one specific area, we will do it with this information. So if there is an hotel that we have no information about it, we will consider there is no pilgrims there. So we will not reinforce the information or the logistic department by the health care, the food, the transportation on that area. So it is very important for us, if you don't ask accommodation with us, to mention the name of the hotel or the full address, just to us to have an idea where the pilgrims are. Or we advise you, if you intend to book an hotel, to book as soon as possible once there is a lot of search, a huge search for the hotels here in Lisbon and surrounding Lisbon. Information regarding the packages. We have the Type A full participation. The Type A full participation started on Monday, 31 of July, until the breakfast on Monday, 7 of August. So it's from the evening meal on Monday until the breakfast of Monday, 7 of August. This is this package, the A1, with the price of 235 euros. Also, we have two packages with an extra night. The A1 plus 30 of July, that includes the evening meal of 30 of July until the breakfast of 7 of August, or we have the extra night by 8 of August with the breakfast at 8 of August. We have, after, these prices are the same, 255, and we have also some considerations about the A2 without simple accommodation but with meals, or A3 with simple accommodation and without meals. We have also the packages with accommodation with the extra night in the beginning or after the World Youth Day without the meals. So this is the full package with all, and this is without meals. And we have the simplest package for the week, A4, without accommodation, without meals, only with transport, insurance, and the pilgrim kit. I'd like to highlight here that the transportation is between the accommodation to the city center and around the city center. After that, we have the type B weekend participation that's starting in the evening of Friday 4 until the morning of Monday 7 of August. And here we have the same type of with or without the accommodation. Buy the full package, this for the weekend, for 125 euros. Or for those who want only participate in the vigil and the final mass, so Saturday and Sunday, so beginning Saturday until Sunday, we have the type C package. The type C is not the simple accommodation. Once the accommodation on weekend, it's on the stage, it's on the Tejo Park, so the place where take place the vigil and the final mass, and with or without the meals, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the box, the lunch box, with also the transport interest and the pilgrim kit. After that, we have a solidarity fund that has a percentage of amount is the number corresponds to 10 euros by each person. We have here 1,500 because here I have insert 100, but if it is only one, the price corresponds to 10 euros per person. We highlight this solidarity fund for those who are not able to participate on the World Youth Day. This is from the dicastery, so this is not our amount. This is for the dicastery, for Vatican, that asks the people who are able to do it to pay for those who have no financial capacity to participate on the World Youth Day. This appears here automatically, but after that, when you can do the payment, you can choose the total amount. This is just a recommendation. After that, you can increase, you can decrease, you can insert zero, whatever you want. Arrival and departure. So this is important for us to know when the group arrive and when the group depart in Lisbon and from Lisbon, to manage the airport, to manage the buses, the cars, so trains also. This is very common and simple to choose the data and to insert of them. After, just a generic question, if the group is interested in taking part in the days in diocese, it is the week before of the World Youth Day, 26 to 31 of July, yes or no? And if you say here yes, the number of group members taking part, and if you already made arrangements with the diocese. Take in consideration that this not corresponds of the registration in the days in diocese. The registration in the days in diocese, it's done by each diocese in their own platform. It is not in this platform. After that, the visa. If you have anyone in your group that need a visa, you say here yes, enter details, and add another person. You need to do it for all of them who want or need a visa to come to the World Youth Day. You need a given name, family name, date of birth, nationality, resident, citizenship, passport number, and passport expiry date. You save this information, and when you complete the group, so when you cannot make any change on the group, you are able to download a document that confirms that, imagine, this person, José Ribeiro, is registered for the World Youth Day. This document is signed by the organization that confirms that this person is registered for the World Youth Day, and each person needs to go to the bishop of the diocese to sign and stamp this document. So this is a confirmation by the church that this person is truly idoine, and it's their own responsibility to participate in the World Youth Day. This document, this confirmation letter, it's very important or mandatory also as another document for the consular post to start the process of the visa, the Schengen visa, to come to Lisbon. After that, you can return to your resort area, and you appear here some windows with the information that it's very important, like the payment, the deadline, and so on. I have here some questions that you already done. So regarding the volunteers, for the international volunteers, for the main events, the registration, it's done by individual. So it's not a group registration for volunteers. One by one needs to do their own registration for the World Youth Day. Regarding the transportation map, there is no transportation map on the World Youth Day. We are counting with the public transportation, the metro, the train, the buses, and all of these kind of transportations are available to the accommodation from city center of Lisbon. So when you arrive to your accommodation, you will receive the pilgrim kit, the free transportation for the World Youth Day. If you don't have accommodation with organizations, their own accommodation, we will have a huge center to have the pilgrim kit for their groups. And what we invite is, we are trying to avoid huge queues of people. So if you as travel agencies are able to have the pilgrim kit before the date, the deadlines that are stipulated for opening these huge centers, so in the middle of July, we expect to open this center. If you are able to have one person or two here to get the pilgrim kit before, it's a question to schedule a time to get in without queues. And now I'm able to answer all of the questions. I will see here in the chat some questions. I could start. So, good afternoon of my camera. Can you amend if the accommodation changes? Yes, so when you have the group totally paid, you are not able to do changes. When you have the group complete, we are not able to do changes in the number of people on the group. Where you have in the draft version, you can do the changes that you wanted to do it. So it's free to change. We also have, and I don't mention it, we also have the possibility in the draft version to have a partial paid for the World Youth Day. So during the process, you can do a partially paid payment during the process. Imagine that you have 100 pilgrims. In the next week, you can pay 5 pilgrims, 10 pilgrims, 40 pilgrims. So as soon as you pay all, the groups close. If you pay 50 pilgrims and you go down to 50, you also can increase the number of pilgrims once what you do, it's a partially paid and not the full paid. can be booked only accommodation plus breakfast. Yes, the accommodation plus breakfast. I'm not sure, but I think that in we have the meals includes the breakfast. So once in the accommodation, and are the meals with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's separate. Can we give arrival info after registration? Yes, of course. It's mandatory that you use your transportation to from. No, it's not our transportation, it's the public transportation. So if you have your own buses for the hotel or wherever you are to the city center, we will have bus stop stations around Lisbon to avoid that all the buses come into the city center. So our group has its own bus, it's allowed to reach that area. Yes, we have a limit area around the city to avoid all of them. If yes, to require special permission or to need to issue. So it's that kind of information that we already have. We are waiting for the mobility plan that will choose the different areas of the bus stations and how after that the pilgrims will go to the city center. Yes, can you include adult pilgrims with youngster group? Yes, of course. We don't know what kind of pilgrims are in each group, so it is your own responsibility. Another information that regarding the accommodation, if you have minors in the group, we only choose accommodation with the responsible for each minor. So if you have a group of 10 minors with one responsible, they will have the same accommodation for all. So we will not separate minors with the responsible. Can you organize travel for Fatima? You have also this question. So Fatima, it's not on the program of the World Youth Day. Once Fatima, it's another diocese, so it's not Lisbon diocese, and all that we are working it's for the Lisbon diocese. We know that a lot of groups want to go to Fatima, of course, once they are in Portugal, and in my personal opinion, what I invite you is to communicate, it's to talk with the Fatima Diocese for the World Youth Day, the organization committee, Lady Fatima, it's the diocese, to communicate them that you have a group that want to participate on that day in Fatima. So for them to know how many people that are in each day to manage or to help you if you want to go on Sunday and there's a lot of people on Sunday, they can advise you to go to Monday. So, but we don't have any kind of organization to Fatima. Are the pilgrim kits guaranteed to be complete and available for pickup by mid-July? Yes, we expect to do it, and in a special queue for travel agencies, as I tell you. So we expect to have this special area for the travel agencies to get their own pilgrim kit to avoid the queues. So when has to be done the final payment? The final payment, you can do it at the day before of the World Youth Day, but as soon as you have the payment, you have a huge discount, 10% until 31 of December, 5% between the 1st of January and 15th of March. But after that, you can do the payment wherever you want. Please take in consideration that we only consider the group when the payment is made. So the group is closed when we have the total payment, the total contribution fee paid. What about the transportation from airport to diocese and from diocese to the World Youth Day? We'll organize it, groups or diocese. So regarding these, we expect that the transportation could be free for all, but this is not our decision. This is a public transportation. So we only guarantee transportation between the accommodation for the city center. So between the airport to the accommodation, it's the responsible of the group, as it's done by the other, it's the same from other world use days, but we are trying to the free transportation starting by the beginning, so by the first moment that the pilgrim arrived to Lisbon. Who can pick up the kit in Lisbon? Anyone or only the group leader? So the group leader will receive a voucher to have to receive the pilgrim kit. If the group leader is not in Lisbon and you have another person that could take it, my advice is to pass a declaration that that person is responsible to get all the pilgrim kit that the voucher considers. So we need to the group code, and that person with an authorization, a declaration, they are able to get the pilgrim kit. Can we have your contact details? Yes. So we have, this is regarding the contacts on the organization for the travel agencies. We have an email for the travel agencies. I will write down to avoid some mistake. Travel agencies at Lisboa2023.org. The person who is responsible for this is Mariana Avila. Mariana Avila is the person responsible to the travel agencies relationships. She cannot be here now because she's working, but she has the huge pleasure to talk with you and to take your doubts. So I have no
yes, Sebastian, I have a contact here from Paula that she did not understand perfectly your answer regarding the booked only accommodation and breakfast. What she meant, I assume that she meant only the breakfast. And from what you have, I think it's the packages between accommodation and all the meals. So can you clarify that, please?
Yes. Thank you, Maria. So the information that I will share with you now is the meals, the package with meals, if you choose, includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you want a breakfast, you need to choose meals on the package. So this is the information that I have now, and this is the same for the type A, type B, and type C. So the breakfast, lunch, and dinner are grouped in the same criteria. So if you want accommodation, it's one type of criteria, or if you want a meals with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is the information that I have here. If it changes, I will inform you to trying to avoid different information in different areas. But at this stage, this is the information that we have.
Okay, now Paula is only sending these messages to me because she didn't put it as a reply to all. But there are some of my groups don't need transport, but only accommodation. Is that possible? I see all include transport.
All includes transport. So the transport, the insurance, and the pilgrim kit, it's like mandatory for all. So the transport between the city center, it's free if you, because of course, if it has your own bus, you are not able to go to Marquês de Pombal to Terreiro do Passo. So it's not possible. So if you want to go to the public bus, you need to have the transportation. So there is no possibility to have a package without transport. Thank you, Paula.
Okay. if anyone else has anything to ask now, Sebastian, it's a great moment, you know, directly, because he has all sorts of information. I hope that the registration process was clear. You answered also the questions regarding the visa application that we had before. Oh, we have another one from Estella.
Yes. The package rate of 255 here is for all the week, July. No, the package of 255, and I will show you again. I'll show, I'm sorry. Share full screen. So the full package for the total week is 235 euros, A1. The 255 is for one extra night before the World Youth Day, the 30th of July, or after the World Youth Day, 8th of August. So please take in consideration that with this extra night before, the package starts on the evening of 30th of July. So we are 30th of July, it's Sunday. So evening on Sunday, and ends on Monday, 7th of August. Or you are able to go starting by 31 of July, so Monday, and ends the package on Tuesday, 8th of August. And so is the portal open for registration now? Yes, the portal, the registration, it's already open for the registration. So by our website, Lisboa2023.org, I will show you again to clarify. So this is our website, Lisboa2023.org. Here you can change the language and you click here, register for the Pilgrims Group's registration. And after you start the process as I explained you before. Is the portal, I want to be sure. Yes, Strela, yes. The package for the week is 235. If you want one extra night, 255 with all. When we will know about possible free transportation from would be also. So this information we also provide when you have an answer of the municipality. So it's not depends on our own, but what I can expect you and give you an answer is please take in consideration the transportation when you receive the pilgrim kit. If you have accommodation with us, we will receive the pilgrim kit on the accommodation area. If you have your own accommodation, we will receive the pilgrim kit on the center, to get the pilgrim kit. For the extra nights, yes. So if you have an extra night, the pilgrim kit includes all that kinds of information. So the insurance will start in the 30th of July, the transport will start on 30th of July, the meals will start on 30th of July. So all of these will start and ending after the deadlines that you choose. Yes, I think that the recording of this meeting will provide on the YouTube of ACISO. I don't know if...
Yes, it's correct. Well, we hope that all the recordings are running well.
Perfect.
We always try to certificate ourselves, but if everything goes well, yes, we will publish this and we will send over via email the link to you.
So I believe that this demonstration could be important and relevant for all of you.
Yes, I'm sure, Sebastian, and many people, well, for sure needed those answers and to be reassured. And now you also have the direct contact for the travel agencies with the organization. Nevertheless, of course, if you forget to write it down or anything you will need, we will be more than happy to pass this to Sebastian, and for sure later on Mariana will answer you on those matters.
Just to mention that if you have any question, please take in travel agency's email, and please write the expected and estimated number of pilgrims that you expect to bring, just for us to know as an idea, and just for to get to know better the reality that you all will come from each country and so on. So you have another question? Will a recording of this be shared? Yes.
And do you have also the full program before that? There was
before the full program for the celebrations. Yes, I will see. I'll be grateful if you will provide a PDF guide for reference for travel agents on the package and registration. Yes, I can share with ACISO, and if ACISO please could share with all a guideline for the registration and
no problem.
Instructions, and I will search for the program. I will see if I found it. We'll see it in Portuguese, preparation. Let me see what. So just to share my screen. So also in our website, you come here to participate, general information, program. Here you have the program, Monday reception and the location of pilgrims, Monday 31 of July, the 1st of August reception and opening mass, and in the red you have the main event, the welcome ceremony of the Pope, the Way of the Cross on Friday, and Saturday and Sunday the main events on the Parque Tejo, the final weekend events. During the week you have the City of Joy, the Reconciliation Park and Vocation Fair, the Youth Festival, and the Rise Up, the new name for the catechesis. Pilgrimage to the place of the vigil, the Parque Tejo, and after the final mass, the meeting with the Pope and all the volunteers. So this is the schedule, and locations will be announced in opportunity. Please take a look on our website to see the information. You have here the pilgrims, the registration process. You have here the information about the minors. So additional, you have here the pilgrim packages. You have here all the explanations, all the detailed information of each package. This is very useful for all. So breakfast included. So the package B1, the dinner included until the morning of August 8th, with the breakfast included with the extra night. Please take a look on our website, because some questions and some answers will be founded on our website.
Very well. Okay, guys, do you have any other question? Still on time. We were counting like it will take more or less 1 hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, as we said that in any way, if you will remind yourself that you have still any doubt, we are here really for helping you and making through to Sebastian, so they will answer you. And well, from my side, I would like to say a big thank you to Sebastian for this time, and Will for the organization to accept our invitation to connect with tour operators. to make this bridge. And from our side, thank you very much to you all also for the participation today. And well, hope to see you all soon in Lisbon, right?
Yes, thank you all. Thank you special to Maria and Beatriz to organize this meeting. It was very useful for me to have your online faces, but to have a contact that we can start by now. Thank you, Maria, again.
Thank you. We will share anyway all the list that subscribed for this webinar today with the organization. So they will have the contacts to you as well. Okay. Yeah. So from our side that's everything. Yeah, for today. We hope to still stay in touch with you, and you know already everything by now, hopefully. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Até já. See you in Lisboa.
Bye bye. Thank you very much.